Calculating your retirement corpus in India doesn't have to be complex. Using just the calculator app on your mobile phone, you can easily determine this crucial figure. Here is what you need. Monthly expense, for example, rupees 50,000. Current age, let's say 36 years. Retirement age, perhaps 60 years. Life expectancy, consider 85 years as a reasonable estimate. With these details, you can quickly calculate the retirement corpus needed to maintain your lifestyle post-retirement. In this video, let us look at how to calculate the retirement corpus and the factors associated with the retirement planning. Welcome to holisticinvestment.in. How to calculate your retirement corpus. Getting started with simple math. What is a good corpus to retire? How do I calculate my retirement fund? Let's break down the math step by step to calculate your retirement corpus. Step 1. Determine the time until retirement. Calculate the difference between your current age and your planned retirement age. For example, if you are currently 36 and plan to retire at 60, that's 24 years to go. 60 minus 36 is 24 years. Step 2. Account for inflation. Remember, your expenses will increase over time due to inflation. At a 6% inflation rate, your expense will double approximately every 12 years. Therefore, in 24 years, your expense will quadruple. For instance, if your current monthly expenses are rupees 50,000, they will increase to rupees 2 lakh per month by the time you retire. Step 3. Calculate post-retirement duration. Find the difference between your life expectancy and your retirement age. If you expect to live until 85, that's 25 years of retirement. 85 minus 60, 25 years. Step 4. Annual expenses in retirement. Multiply your monthly expenses at retirement, that is rupees 2 lakhs by 12 to get annual expenses. So rupees 2 lakh per month equals 24 lakhs per year. Step 5. Total retirement corpus. Multiply your annual expenses by the number of years you expect to live in retirement. For 25 years, that is 24 lakhs per year multiplied by 25 years, which totals to rupees 6 crores. Assuming a 6% inflation rate and 6% returns, your retirement corpus would be 6 crores. This might seem like a lot, but it ensures you maintain your lifestyle throughout retirement. Next, additional consideration for a younger spouse. If your spouse is younger than you, you will need to account for the additional years of expenses. For example, if your spouse is 3 years younger, you will need to cover extra 3 years of expense. Using the same 24 lakhs rupees per year, you will need an additional 72 lakhs. Adding this to your previous corpus, the total retirement corpus would be around 6.72 crores. Considering higher returns than inflation. What happens if your assumed returns exceed inflation after retirement? Let's explore how this impacts your retirement corpus. Adjusting for higher returns. If your returns are higher than inflation, you won't need a large corpus. Here is how you can adjust. 1% higher returns. If your returns are 1% higher than inflation, for example, inflation at 6% and returns at 7%, multiply your required corpus by 0.9. So instead of rupees 6 crores, you would need 5.4 crores. 2% higher returns. If your returns are 2% higher than inflation, example, inflation at 6% and returns at 8%, multiply your corpus by 0.8. This reduces your requirement to 4.8 crores. 3% higher returns. With 3% higher than inflation, that is inflation at 6% and returns at 9%, you need to multiply your corpus by 0.7. Thus, you would require 4.2 crores. Next, what would be the conservative approach? While these adjustments can significantly reduce your required corpus, it's prudent to be conservative in your estimates. Don't assume more than a 1% return above inflation to ensure you are on the safer side of calculations. By planning with these adjustments in mind, you can confidently prepare for a secure and comfortable retirement even if your returns slightly outperform inflation. Next, handling non-divisible age differences. What if the difference between your current age and your retirement age isn't divisible by 12? This scenario is common, but there is a straightforward solution. Using fractions for precision. When your current age and retirement age difference isn't a neat multiple of 12, you can use fractions to get accurate results. For example, let's say you are currently 38 years old and your monthly expenses are rupees 50,000. With a 6% inflation rate, your expenses will double every 12 years. So by the time you reach 50, your expenses will increase to rupees 1 lakh per month. Now, to find your expense at age 60, use the fraction method. The difference between 60 and 50 is 10 years. Multiply rupees 1 lakh, that is the expenses at 50 by 10 and then divide by 12. The calculation looked like this. 1 lakh into 10 divided by 12, which is equal to 1,83,333. So your average monthly expenses at the time of retirement would be approximately 1.83 lakhs. By using fractions, you can ensure your retirement planning remains precise even if your age difference isn't a perfect multiple of 12. Ready to fine-tune your retirement corpus calculation with this approach? It is easier than you might think. Considering a different inflation rate. What if you want to use a different inflation rate for your retirement planning? Let's explore how to adjust your calculations accordingly using the rule of 72. To determine how long it will take your expenses to double with a different inflation rate, you can use the rule of 72. This simple formula helps you estimate the doubling time for your expenses or investments. Doubling time is equal to 72 divided by inflation rate. For instance, with an inflation rate of 6%, your expenses double every 12 years. If the inflation rate is 4%, expenses double every 18 years. 72 divided by 4 is 18 years. Adjusting for different inflation rates. Let's see how the different inflation rates impact your calculation. Inflation rate at 4%. If your current monthly expenses are rupees 50,000, they will double to rupees 1 lakh in 18 years. Inflation rate at 5%. Using the rule of 72, your expenses will double in 14.4 years. Verifying your calculation. To validate your calculation, use a trusted calculator to ensure accuracy. This helps you confirm that your estimates are correct and gives you peace of mind. Ignoring taxes for simplicity. To keep things simple, these calculations do not consider taxes. Including taxes would complicate and lengthen the calculations. However, if you want a more precise estimate, you can account for taxes by adjusting your corpus. For instance, if you fall in a 10% tax bracket, multiply your corpus by 1.1 to factor in taxes. Additional considerations. Other expenses such as health insurance and car insurance premiums are not included in these calculations. These can be easily calculated separately and added to your total expenses. By considering different inflation rates and adjusting for taxes and other expenses, you can create a more accurate and personalized retirement plan. Here is our closing remarks. Calculating your retirement corpus doesn't have to be daunting. With a few simple steps and some basic math, you can estimate the amount you will need to maintain your lifestyle after you stop working. By considering factors such as inflation, investment returns, and additional expenses, you can create a comprehensive and realistic retirement plan. Remember, it is always better to be conservative in your estimates and to account for unforeseen expenses. Regularly reviewing and adjusting your retirement plan ensures you stay on track to meet your financial goals. Ready to take control of your financial future? Start today by gathering your financial information and using these methods to calculate your retirement corpus. With careful planning and regular adjustments, you can look forward to a secure and comfortable retirement. Happy planning. A detailed blog post on this topic is available on our website and the link is given in the description. Hope you like this video. If you have any questions related to this or any other investment option or related to your financial goal, don't hesitate to book a free appointment with our financial planners. The link to the free booking is given in the description box below. Also, will you be interested to attend any insightful investment webinar? Then feel free to register for the upcoming enlightening investment webinar. It is completely free. The registration link for the upcoming webinar is also given in the description box. If you like this video, please give us thumbs up. Also, share it with your social circle. If you haven't subscribed our YouTube channel so far, please subscribe now.